ISO 100 through 1600 causes when on startup, the first video or some, the back screen to be really dark while the front screen is a lot brighter and it's at 90%. That is a issue with betaware V01, 04, 0701, or the actual camera itself. Hey, I'm Fish. What I see in the front of the screen is what I trust right now. Looking in the back, this shot through the back of the camera looks dark. Starting the camera, it starts with a black overlay, which is the norm. And when I shut the camera down, it shows a black overlay as well. As I continue testing out betaware, I now have the option to downgrade to a lesser V0103, but I'm not sure which one is going to be. It allowed me to do my further testing, but I won't be able to switch back to betaware until I get that back to the camera because it's only done via the application. What we're looking for now is exposure spikes while you're filming, and there's nothing you can do to get rid of them but to try every single thing on the camera. When does exposure spikes happen? Can we see exposure spikes on the back and the front, the back and the front screen of a camera, or in editing? Let's ride along and see what we can do. We'll go down to one of the pairs. They say to see the exposure spike immediately was to point on a white wall and move the camera. If you want to put the camera on the stationary tripod and walk in front and back, you'll see it as well. Meaning just step into the camera and walk away, back away from the camera, distance, and then back into the camera from like 2 feet to 10 feet and back to 2 feet in front of the camera. I have in my pocket the DJI Osmo Action, and that's the original, the first generation. And I'm gonna pull it out, take some shots. The Action set up to 4K, 30 frames per second. Only within the first 8 seconds, you see the exposure spike. I'm over here taking a shot of the bay of the Action only and give about a 15-second video. The sun's coming up a few seconds after the last video. Should be an awesome shot. We'll switch back over with comparisons later on. Here is comparison video of the 5th generation versus the 1st generation DJI Osmo Action. You can see how we came a long way. A beautiful shot indeed. Well, let's get down to the beach and do some more comparisons. We'll continue on with the DJI Osmo Action. We've come a long way from the DJI Osmo Action 1 to the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. We can only have the front screen on one at a time. We can't have both screens on. And that was our biggest complaint with the Action. My complaint was I couldn't get used to the manual and the auto in the Pro setting of the camera that we had. You can either set it up a couple of ways. So now we're able to set it all up with the Action 5 Pro, if you know what I mean. The camera's audio, the beeps, the sounds are totally different than the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. Oh man, the tree's possums are off. I'm taking care of I am going to switch on back. Well, here I am, getting ready to get into the park, the beach, the place, and go find a spot. and do that highlight talk. Do some comparisons just with the camera side by side, sitting against one another. We can see what it looks like, if it shows a spike or not. My settings for the Action 5 Pro are 4K, 30 frames per second, horizon balance, standard D-Warp. We have high bit rate, and in Pro, we're set to the EV on the negative, 0.3. The ISO 100 over 1600 at the maximum. We have the shutter speed 1200 over 8000. We have the texture and noise reduction, -2 on the texture, -1 on the noise reduction. We have scene stabilization on daily. We have our white balance about 5400. And yes indeed, the camera should do just fine. We have the DJI Mic 2 with the dB levels for me on the -8 side with noise canceling from here on off. So now you know the whole settings of the camera. Let's get going with that highlight talk. I gotta go straighten you guys up. Hang on. Again, I fall into the crack. There I go. Get my helmet off. Let's stop the video and do one more. For me to be in the scene, I really don't have to. 8 seconds in the video. Any adjustments? No. Let's take one more shot. Stop the video. Take. 8 seconds in the video. Any adjustments? No. Let's take one more shot. Stop the video. In the video, about 6 feet from the camera. If I start to move out of the camera, and let me take my bike out of the camera. Well, anyway, wasted footage? No. It's called free footage. This is free film. Take as many shots as you like and use the shots you want. Look at the background, the freighter that's going in, how well lit it is up with the sun. The sun's lighting it up. The sun is not on me yet, it's behind a tree. If I move down to the next table or two, maybe the sun will hit me. And that's what I want to have. I want to have the sun on me. So I'm going to go move to another table. So now I'm in the sun. I again am going to get myself a Insta360 Ace Pro 2 and the proper SDXC card. I'm not sure exactly which SDXC card. I was shown 4 different cards that work. And I probably just go out and buy the best one I can for the camera. It's not about the SDXC card. It's about the user using the camera and setting it up and what they like. If you like DJI, GoPro, Insta, Akaso, Swan, or your smartphone, if it's a Samsung product or an iPhone product, as an action camera, or another DJI product, or another Insta360 product, great. Now all the audio will be of the Action 5 Pro because of the microphone, due to the fact that some videos it has to be close up. All these highlights will be of the Action 5 Pro. Now this is long enough video for you to say, hey, yeah, the Action original didn't have spikes and the Action 5 Pro has spikes. I can't see it. Not because I want the Ace Pro 2 for the larger screen so I could see it. I still wouldn't be able to see it from there. It is what it is, man. Well, you got cloud definition from the original. Let me get out of the picture. and they're layered like a painting. I got cloud definition over here that is dark and light, and I'm going to switch the camera around. In my eyes, I don't know what colors you're going to see. Some are seeing white, purple, blue, vincenting. The area is getting blue. I can't help that. That's the sense of the camera that you're seeing. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Well, I'm going to stop the video, wait a few seconds, and then show you the cloud formation. And then you can decide for yourself. I should pick the camera up and show you a panoramic shot. And that I will do because you'll see now the colors of the sky. Let me get out of the shot for you and do that slow pan. And this is only with the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. As you can see, the color, the softness in the shot. You're not going to see definition, the silver lining outline like you want. To me, this is soft, and that's the way the clouds look. When I look at this shot on the editor, I would tell you that's exactly how I see it. I should take my smartphone out because one of the members said we should start comparing this to a smartphone. And I find it so difficult to do that. And that is the shot that you see in the smartphone, the color. DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro BetaWare VO10400701 does a great job. Now it's time for me to get back on my bike and get on going. I'm checking out again, third time, exposure spike, daytime this time, in a nice lit situation with the ISO toned down to 1600 and the white balance off of auto white balance to 5400, and to see if the shots are any different with the settings I had taken. And that's what I'm looking for. Well, it's time for me to go meet up with Joe. Well, business is slow. I'll take care of some things I got and get things going with what I want to do. It is going to be a nice outing, a nice day for sure. So let's get on out of here and go take care of some chores. Well, I am Fish. I said a lot, did a lot, shared a lot, showed some, and they got a lot to do in the editing on those rainy days ahead. No squeaking. Maybe just a little.